Doctor Who The Wedding of River Song, the 13th episode of Series 6, is written by Stephen Moffat and starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, Arthur Darvill and Alex Kingston. The final episode of Series 6 dealing with the Doctor's death, or is it, and River's timeline resolved. Stephen Moffat described this episode as a rollercoaster Doctor Who madness, which I like that. So in the prequel with the kids singing Tick Tock Goes the Clock, inside the pyramid the soldiers checked if the silents are secured in the tanks with the couple of seconds in loop, and there's River wearing an eye drive. So the episode begins with kids and their parents outrunning pterodactyls, and obviously there's a sign saying pterodactyls are vermin, do not feed. The history and everything is all over the place. We have the steam train running on aerial tracks through the zero-degree building, cars on hot air balloon, Roman soldiers on a horse cart waiting for traffic lights, signs saying War of the Roses enters second year, and on the breakfast TV programme with Bill Turnbull and Cyan Williams, Charles Dickens is sitting with them, and yes, that's Simon Callow, who played him in The Unquiet Dead, reprised the role, which is pretty cool. Ian McNeice came back as Winston Churchill, and he's Roman Emperor, and Richard Hope came back as Malachi. He's a doctor and working for Winston, so the Doctor as a soothsayer got brought to him. After the credit sequence in the flashback, the Doctor sees a damaged Dalek. Originally that wasn't in the script because Stephen Moffat wanted to take a break from the Daleks. The Doctor's finding the information about the silence. The Doctor sat at the bar to see Gideon Vanderlua, which is actually Tess Elector in disguise. The Doctor asked Captain Carter the weakest link for the silence, so he ended up playing chess with Gantok, played by Mark Gatiss, who worked for the silence. Apparently Mark wasn't credited as his name. They used Rondo Haxton to reference an actor, Rondo Hatton, because of the resemblance, which is clever. Stephen Moffat thought chess is one of the most boring game in the world, so he made it into dangerous spectator sport. The Doctor and Gantok walk through the charnel house and sees a lot of skulls, some on the shelves and some on the floor, and them being alive is pretty grim, and they're from the Headless Monks. The Doctor got to the box where Dorium's head is inside. After being headed by the Headless Monks, Gantok revealed himself as he's angry the fact that he didn't win in the chess game, but ended up falling to the hull and getting devoured by the skulls, which is also grim. So the Doctor took Dorium into the TARDIS. I like how he mentions helping Rose Tyler with the homework, and when he got a call from a nurse saying that Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart passed away peacefully, as Nicholas Courtney sadly died the year Series 6 got released, which is 2011, Stephen Moffat thought in a story about the Doctor going to his death, it seemed right and proper to acknowledge one of the greatest losses in Doctor Who as endured. The Doctor ended up gave the letters to his past self, Amy, Rory, River and Canton Delaware III, and the four went down to the beach. During the events of The Impossible Astronaut, as the Doctor went to the astronaut, there's River inside it and cried the fact she couldn't fight it. After the sad moments, the laser didn't seem to kill the Doctor because she drains the weapon systems thinking Fixed Point can be rewritten. Everything dissolves into white, and that's where the timeline is messed up. The Doctor and Winston see silence in the Senate. Soldiers broke in with Amy wearing eye drive. After the Doctor gets knocked out, he's in the train with Amy. The Doctor tries to get Amy to remember him, but he realises she already does, so that's worked out pretty well. The Doctor got his clothes back on, and I like his long hair. Looks pretty cool. And Rory is a captain called Captain Williams. Stephen Moffat admitted that the eye drive was a tribute of Nicholas Courtney because he wore an eye patch in Inferno, where he plays the alternative version of Brigadier, aka Brigade Leader, which is cool. The Doctor and Amy gets taken inside the pyramid where River Song is, and Matam Kavarian is tied up on the chair. Every time the Doctor touches River as they're stuck in a couple of second loop, the seconds counts up. As the silence activate eye drive killing poor Dr. Kent, it electrocutes anyone wearing it. The Doctor and Amy and River got it off. Silence broke out. As Rory got electrocuted, Silence are aware that Rory dies few times and about to kill him, but thankfully Amy shot them and saved Rory. I wonder what Captain Jack would say about Rory's immortality. According to Alex Kingston, it was really hot and the eye drive kept slipping, which must be hot for everyone there. Madame Kavarian begs Amy for her life. Amy mentions that River didn't get her killing skills from Kavarian, she got it from her mum, Amy. So she sticks iDrive back on Kavarian and, well, she's electrocuted to death. We gotta love Amy Pond. So she tells Rory that they should grab a drink and get married, even though they're already married. So at the top of the pyramid, River felt she couldn't kill the Doctor after everything he's done. However, the Doctor and River got married and kissed with the seconds counting up. The Doctor got shot dead by an astronaut. He got stopped from regenerating. Canton Delaware III brought the gasoline for the Doctor's body to be burnt on the boat. So after a while, Amy's at the back garden and River appeared from the crash of Byzantium. They both have a drink and bantering on. Amy and Rory thinks the Doctor's dead, and it's a lovely moment with those three. They should stay together for the sake of family. Back at the charnel house, a box of Dorium's head is placed back where it was, and the Doctor has disguised himself as a monk. It revealed to be Tessa Lecter that River married and shot down at the beach, which is clever. Thank God for that. Thank you, Captain Carter. River is in prison for quite some time for false murder. Dorian promised the Doctor the secrets will be kept.
Too many secrets, Doctor. I'll help you keep them, of course.
Well, you're not exactly going anywhere, are you?
However, the prophecy is still waiting. The fields of Trenzalore, the fall of the 11th, and the question. And yes, that's the first time Trenzalore gets mentioned. As the Doctor left, Dorian kept asking Doctor Who. Fantastic way to end the series. We also have a 4-minute episode called Death is the Only Answer, written by children of Oakley CE Junior School. This came out the same day as The Wedding of River Song, and there was a winner at BBC Learning's script to screenwriting competition. The script has learning resources for the teachers and students aged 9 to 11 to exercise their writing skills. A shout out to a teacher called Kevin Downing said that everyone spent about 3 hours over a number of weeks writing the script, being Doctor Who fans, and never thought the schools would win. Man, I wish I did it with the school. They decided that Cybermen walk too slowly, Jadoon aren't very scary, Weeping Angels wouldn't do anything, so they picked the Ood. The Doctor puts his fez on the console but disappeared, so there was a time window, and the man himself, Albert Einstein, came through wearing a fez, played by Nicholas Grace. They chose Einstein because the students were learning about him during that time. And I think Nicholas Grace did a great job. And obviously the Doctor has met Einstein before, which is Time in the Rani, Sylvester McCoy's first story as the 7th Doctor. As Albert tries to be clever looking at the console, ended up drinking the potion which turned him into an Ood. The Doctor used Time Window to reverse the polarity and Einstein is normal again, with his hair spiking up, which looks funny, and I agree that he should keep it. So Albert said goodbye to the Doctor and left, and there was a slime lying around and moved like a symbiote, and I love to see what would happen next with that blob. I think it's a fun, short episode to watch, and it's well written. I hope the school kids get to write an episode sometime in the future, as it'll be nice to see their imagination on screen. What did you think of The Wedding of River Song, Death is the Only Answer, and Series 6? Let me know in the comments down below. And I have to admit, Series 6 is my favourite Matt Smith series. It's dark, scary, emotional, fun, and got a lot of great stuff in it. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.